gonna turn this off. It may come back. It may generate. It's a weird knocking noise. I'm gonna put the mic up actually real close, and I want you guys to hear this. So for now, let me turn this off, start this back up, and we're gonna go outside and see if it do it. Let's get it. All right, let's go outside. Typically, you get that noise first thing in the morning. Cold, it'll just start tapping. All right. Y'all hear it? Y'all hear that? Ladies and gentlemen, that is not a Valtrain ticket noise. Yes, it sounds like it's right here. Look, see how it just stopped? All of a sudden it just stopped because the cam phaser, the spring mechanism inside the phaser likely caught up with itself. So now you're gonna have the valve cover off anyway, so you can do a Valtrain inspection as far as rocker arms and lifter, but it doesn't matter. I have to go inside of this and check. I'm gonna do my cam phaser test once I get the valve cover off. All right, and from there I will inspect the rocker arms and the lifters to see if they are coming apart. Now, as far as the cam phasers go, I showed you how to test the cam phaser. All right, I'll give you a quick glance of that. Now, as you know, this cam phaser is bolted to the camshaft via an oil control valve, which pulls double duty. It acts as the bolt and the oil control valve. Now, I'm having this car had a P0340. Now I showed y'all and told y'all before how how that can affect your drivability. I mean, you may have a ABS light on, you may have a torque management fault code stored. That's all because a bad cam phaser will affect your timing. Yes, guys, it has to turn in synchronized rotation with the camshaft in order for it to read right. So you may have just crazy cam sensor codes. First thing people do when they have a cam sensor code, replace these. They call me all the time. I just put cam sensors on it. It can't be the problem. And I got to the point where I'm tired of saying, look, just because the code name is such and such does not mean the part is bad. That may be the case, but anytime you got a code name that's attached to a circuitry or anything like that, just say O2 sensor circuit volts low. Yes, your O2 sensor can be bad, but because it has a circuit title added to the name, it's likely something wrong with the circuitry. So simply replacing an O2 sensor is not all you need. And I'm gonna say this again, yes, you very well may need an O2 sensor, but same go with these cam codes, okay? And I'm not gonna sit here and lie, guys. If I see a cam sensor code, this is the first thing I would check, because this is the sensor. Like I say, it sets right here, like in between both tone wheels, and monitors the rotation or what a relationship. Like this one right here, this is the rear. Okay, this is the we have P0340. All right, this cam phaser is designed, can y'all see, to monitor the rotation of this intake cam and this exhaust cam. Now, if timing becomes off because of a phaser, you got to understand how phaser work. Here it is right here. It's spring loaded. There's a lot of mechanical things going on inside of here, but when they fail, they can give you problems or cause you havoc. Now, this one failed. It's loose. It's coming apart inside, guys. I'm gonna say this again. If you inside your engine doing any kind of Valtrain work and you over 80,000 miles, go ahead and replace your cam phaser, because you right there. They're not expensive at all, and they're going to give you problems. It's a wearable item just like anything else. Keep in mind, no matter how many times your engine rotates, this cam phaser is rotating with it. It's attached to your timing chain, so it's going to be getting work, the same amount of work as your engine rotating. Your engine lasts 200,000 miles, 300,000 miles, and you have the original cam phaser. Yes, they held in there, but it's also turning with the engine. Okay, so we got an issue with the cam phaser throwing the timing off. It could go either way. It could either be retarding the timing or advancing the timing. You just never know. But you would get maybe torque management codes or ABS light on for torque management, all kinds of crazy weird things. But listen, guys, take your wrench, whatever size this hex nut is. In this case, I'm using an Allen because I don't know where my wrench is. Now, when I turn this or rotate this hex on this exhaust cam, that phaser should rotate with it. Look at this, guys. Y'all see that? That phaser is not moving at all. That phaser, the spring load in that, the spring mechanism in that phaser is shot. You should not be able to turn that camshell. Now, Chrysler say there's a small amount you should be able to turn the camshaft without the phaser moving. And I'm reluctant to that. If I feel any, it's getting a new cam phaser, but that is extremely excessive. Now, if I put it on this intake camshaft, look at that, nothing. That phaser is locked tight to this intake camshaft, which meaning that phaser is good. This should not be moving, guys. That is bad. I think that's the worst one I've seen. You would think that camshaft broke. No, it's just that phaser's bad. And my problem is the Bank 1 exhaust camshaft. Okay, that is what's giving me problems setting that code. Now, I've talked before on how you can find out if cam phaser is your problem. So I finally got this cam out, as y'all can see. Now, I want to show y'all something. I'm gonna grab this and grab this. You know you shouldn't be able to turn this, right? So look at this. Now see that? I'm holding the camshaft and turning the phaser with my hand. Ladies and gentlemen, that is a real bad cam phaser. Okay, now you can survive with this using this camshaft. It's just a phaser, guys. It will advance or either retard your timing. It can throw all kinds of torque related codes, ABS light, traction control light on. In fact, let me get this off. I don't really care about it, so I'm gonna use an impact to take this off. Let's get this off. I'm going to replace it anyway. I have new cam phasers up here. I typically wouldn't use the impact on these. I mean, this is important, guys. Make sure it's not restricted. Make sure this will push in. It's an oil control valve that pulls double duty. There's a torque specs to tightening this on. Okay, this is the phaser. Yeah, I thought maybe the spring would be off, but yeah, this is coming apart inside. Can't really hear nothing. But yeah, guys, these will drive you crazy. So while I'm on this topic, I'm gonna discuss this. Guys, I've said it before, I'm gonna say it again. Y'all probably tired of hearing me say it, but if you're already in your valve train to do anything valve train related, especially to this 3.6 Pentastar engine, and you have, I don't know, roughly 80 and up 1,000 miles, I highly recommend you replace these, guys. These are going to give you a hard time in the long run. Now I have okay, this is an intake, and I have a brand new exhaust right here I'm going to install on here. But yes, you should not be able to turn that cam phaser with it being bolted to the camshaft. Imagine if your engine running and the camshaft, exhaust camshafts, are supposed to be at a different position than what it's actually in. Do you know what kind of timing you could affect? This actually, well, the timing chain right on this, right? So if this is not doing what it's supposed to be, holding steady like it's supposed to be, you will have retard timing or either advance. It's hard to predict which one, but it doesn't matter. The ending results will be poor drivability. All right. So keep in mind, guys, like I say, there's no fault code that says anything bad. And there's definitely not a fault code that says cam phaser bad. You know how we tend to do with cam sensors and things like that. We see a cam sensor code, we'll automatically assume the cam sensor is bad, or the cam actuator. There's two actuators on each valve cover. Okay, so that we got to get out of the habit of doing that, guys. We got to start diagnosing things. All right. Yes, those are my two phasers right there. I will be reusing this camshaft. There's nothing wrong with it. Now, the reason I took it off, you do not have to take it off in order to do cam phasers, guys. I'm gonna keep that in mind. But I had a ticker. This is a ticking job. Okay, so I had to go inside and do replace all the broker rocker arms. I wish I can find them. Where are they? Some up here, but They was broken in bank 2, so I'm repairing bank 1 right now. I get to bank 2 later. Guys, try to keep stuff covered up so you won't drop anything in there. But yeah, I got brand new rocker arms I'm getting ready to install. The whole valve train gonna be redone, actually. Everything but the lash adjusters. Now guys, that doesn't mean I found broken rocker arms, but your tick can actually be from a number of things. All right, I got to replace these anyway, so I might as well take them off. I tend to push down on these lifters to see if they collapse. Okay, I don't typically replace these when I'm doing a ticker unless they're bad. Now, the one rocker arm that's bad, or the one rocker arm that broke, I will install a new lifter under that rocker arm because it may have inadvertently damaged that lifter. So yes, if I have a broken lifter, let's say this one was broke, yes, I will go ahead and replace. No, if I have a broken rocker arm, yeah guys, my terminology is off. But if I have a broken rocker arm, I will go ahead and replace the lifter that was associated with this rocker arm. Okay, that's just something bothering me if I don't do it. But typically you do not have to replace the lifters, lash adjusters, whichever you want to call them. None of these have collapsed. They are holding firm, holding steady. I guess they pumped up with the oil pressure. So I will, however, check them though. Physically check them. I mean, you can visually check everything, but visual only goes so far. You need to lay your hands on this stuff.